Let's answer a few fitness questions. I saw a few of them come in. If you want to ask fitness questions you would like me to answer via video, you just go here in the Smoothie Shred group. Probably the easiest way to do it is just click on this Unit 1 video, and then you scroll down. Once you're in the unit section, you're going to see right here, ask fitness questions here. And you would put your fitness questions right here in the comments. So I'm going to go ahead and answer the questions that are in there. There aren't very many. The first one comes from Tina Eckford Dunlop. Hi Thomas, I am 48 years old and was diagnosed with lupus in 2010. Soon after, I came to realize I had trigger foods and was able to control the arthritic pain and rash by modifying my diet. No cheese, pork, or corn. However, recently I had a kidney biopsy that confirmed lupus nephritis, a combo of class 5 and 3, but otherwise I feel great. I bought Brooks' book and following the full raw vegan protocol with hopes to address the nephritis. Great. I have lost 10 pounds since starting just 1 week ago, and I want to ensure that as I lose weight that I tone. I am currently 161 pounds, 5'5", so I have more to lose. I would love to lose fat and build muscle as I continue to heal with Brooks' program. Number 1, what type of fat loss and muscle gain exercise would you recommend? Number 2, on my muscle gain days, what should I be adding to the healing protocol to align with a higher activity level on those days? Much appreciated. Okay, perfect. So Tina, so if you've got lupus, that is the number one thing you should be working on. And the healing protocol in Brooks' book, Goodbye Lupus, that just follow that to the letter and do exactly that, because that's how Brooke healed. That's how we help all of our clients that do our 6-week rapid recovery and our 4-week one-on-one rapid recovery. That's how we get those miraculous results where you see these people reversing their diseases and lupus in such a short period of time because they're doing everything by the book. They're not going off plan. In your case, since you want to build muscle, I'm going to recommend you don't do that right now. I'm going to give you the answer for how you would do it once you're not sick anymore, but building muscle is an inflammatory process. So that means that the food that you eat is going to cause inflammation as well as the muscle building. Acute inflammation in the muscles is fine, but we don't want to be eating foods that create inflammation. So if you look at my book, there's a whole muscle building section in there. It's chapter number 4, I think. It's muscle building muscle quickly at any age. And in there, I talk about how to eat and how to work out to build muscle. Now, the food that's in there, it's not healing food. So chapter 4 is what you want to read in Miracle Metabolism to really understand how to do muscle building. And when you look at the food, we're adding in complex carbohydrates. You're allowed to eat a lot of carbohydrates that are processed. You're also adding in different protein sources like pea proteins. And the problem is, when you're trying to heal, you want to eliminate all processed foods, completely all. You don't want anything that could potentially cause any inflammation. Now we know that the vegan sources of protein and of course the carbohydrates in a vegan food, those are the least inflammatory that you can have versus the meat and animal product-based foods. But you just don't want to take a risk. We have seen things as little as just having a little bit too much fruit literally stop people from reversing their disease. And then we take that out of their diet and then all of a sudden things work again. I mean, then they heal their bodies. So if you've got this severity of lupus, you don't want to mess around. There's going to be no downside to you losing all this body weight as long as you do it the way that the protocol tells you to, because all you're losing is stuff that your body doesn't need. It's usually body fat, it's losing excess bloat in a lot of cases. You're going to be fine. And then once you're healed, then I'm going to say go ahead and build the muscle because you're healed. Then you don't have to worry about inflammation restarting your disease all over again, if that makes sense. So this is what we recommend to everybody who's trying to reverse lupus, is just focus on getting the disease out of your life and don't do things that perpetuate the disease or keep it around. Now, how would you do it once you're healed? Well, I would take what's called a zigzag strategy, and I go over that in chapter number 5 in Miracle Metabolism. So I teach this thing called the zigzag strategy of body transformation. That basically is the whole premise is you can't really build muscle and lose fat simultaneously at the same time. The hormones that are present in your body either are going to put on more tissue and mass on you, or it's going to take it off. It's one or the other, but not both. I wish the human body worked that way. I wish that some hormones are just going after removing the fat, while other hormones only build the muscle. The reality is that the same hormones that help you build muscle are the ones that also increase your fat stores. And then the hormones that are present that help you lose body fat can sometimes take away or reduce muscle tissue. So you got to do one or the other. So in the book, I go over what's called a zigzag strategy, where you're going to dedicate some days out of the week to just building muscle, putting on weight, and then you're going to dedicate other days of the week removing as much body fat as possible while preserving as much muscle tissue as possible. So that way, at the end of a cycle, like a week or a couple weeks, you'll get a net loss in body fat and a net gain in muscle. So again though, Tina, do that once you're completely healed and reversed. If you need help with that, if you give it a shot for like a couple weeks, if you're not dramatically better in like 3 to 4 weeks, I mean dramatically better, then definitely hook up with us for at least a consultation so we can see what it is that you're doing, because it might just mean that you're doing one little thing wrong, and that's usually the difference between full reversal and keeping this disease for the rest of your life.